When Pauline's son Alan was about 3, he was fascinated with taking things apart and putting them back together. He would check each piece and assemble it in order correctly and then move on to the next task. His mother was fascinated because he had never assembled anything except children's blocks. Alan also had an invisible friend called Dennis who he spoke with every day. Whenever Pauline entered the room, he would point and say, "Dennis is here." If she questioned where, he used to look at her as if there was something wrong with her and point and say, "Right here, Mummy, can't you see him?" Alan said many things that were not a part of his normal life. He would speak of military duties and he loved those G.I. Joe figurines. He knew all the ranks. The family were not in the military and Pauline said she wouldn't know a corporal from a colonel. 3-year-old Alan knew all the different uniforms and ranks. One day when watching a movie on television, he started to laugh because the soldier was wearing the wrong hat. He identified it immediately, saying, "See, Mummy, they took off this hat to pretend he was a British soldier. But that's a French soldier's cap." Pauline looked it up and her little boy was right. Alan loved old songs about the Irish and songs from World War I. When he was only 16 in this life, he joined the reserves and finished his basic training, but he had to complete school, so he left. From then, he missed the army life more than made sense, in particular the camaraderie of the platoons of men. She described that it was as though there was a piece of string holding them all together, and her son had a thing for the military his entire life. Pauline wondered if Alan really did remember, or if he was influenced by something. But she said her little boy remembered so many things as an infant that proved to be true that she just accepted that he could remember his past lives. I'm Dr. Toni Reilly, past life and reincarnation specialist. Many children can remember their past lives easily, very easily, before they start socializing and integrating into life. Their recollection is pure. Has your child ever said anything to you about a past life? Or do you remember knowing about a past life when you were a child? Let me know in the comments and follow or subscribe for stories and case studies from my confidential files.